Hey guys, Sid Leon here. You're not so typical Indian in the US. This video, I'm gonna drop some truth bombs on modern developed society and what it is actually doing to present day men. So let's get started. This might be like not what you're used to hearing, but this is the truth, and I promise you it is. So today's society, modernized, developed, everything available to you, is completely a femme-centric society. Think about it. When you were in school growing up, you mostly had female teachers, right? Teaching you English, mathematics, like science, history, all the lessons in school, right? Was only at like college level when you probably had male professors. So what like this is like a subconscious thing that happens. This is not like intentional, but this just ends up happening. What ends up happening is that a man, a child, a male child is exposed to so many women around him at a very young age. He tends to become like them, because he's a child. He doesn't know any better. So he just tends to become like them. Oh, I want to be liked by society. I want to be the proverbial nice guy who doesn't make any mistakes. I need to always do the right thing. I need to get these grades. I need to make sure everybody is happy. On the surface, all this sounds good, right? There's nothing wrong in this. But what is a result of this is it ends up killing this motivation, this drive inside the man. Like he's no longer a risk taker. He's like completely like wants to fit into society so much that he completely forgets about taking any risks. They kill the beast inside of the man. What should have happened instead is that beast should have been alive. That should have given him the motivation to do whatever he wants, and then he would eventually learn to control the beast. What ends up happening is that that beast, that motivation factor inside the man is completely destroyed. And I blame the femme-centric system around us for this. And the result of all this like conditioning for years and years, when he hears all these messages of always be nice to women, always like respect women, always like yeah, like make sure they are happy, and be nice to everybody around you. And again, all of this is good, sure, but then this also ends up in the man not taking risks in life when it comes to women and even career. That risk taking beast factor inside him is completely dead now. So that's why you have so many people, modern day men, having difficulty in approaching women, like in talking to them, just making a conversation, bars, clubs, wherever you meet them. I'll tell you an example. Last night I was in the city of Philadelphia. I went to a dance event, then to a nightclub. I was shocked to see so many tamed men. I call them tamed men inside the dance event. Like there were these guys who were just like didn't know what they were doing. They were clueless. They were like, oh, I go here. Oh, okay, like that. Like what is this? They don't have any kind of leadership skills in them, no decision making skills. They always second guess themselves. Will I be liked if I do this? Oh, will I be judged if I do this? Oh, will I do this? Should I do this? Should I not do this? I'm like, it's honestly appalling. And I'm 28. The guys who are doing this are like in their 30s and 40s, and they're still like this. So, this is the result of the conditioning of the femme-centric system in our society present today. And the result of this is this man who is afraid of making the hard decisions. So if he's afraid of making those hard decisions, what trust does a woman have in this man to make a good decision for them, right? And that's why you see so many failed relationships today. But this is just what it is in society. And you might say you probably know a lot of happy couples right now in your life who are like married for like 25, 30 years, right? Well, the thing is they're probably like older than you, right? They're older. So back then, back in like the 90s and the 1980s, I believe, back then you could be an average man and still get a woman. No problem. You could do that. Just because women did not have opportunities as they have right now. Like back then, a woman's survival was dependent on the man and on his like job, whatever money he made, right? Today, women are more independent than ever before. You see in the US, most of them, like there are more women in colleges than there are men. They are having like graduate degrees. They are like performing good roles, and even the women who don't have that, that's they go into like OnlyFans, and some of them end up becoming strippers. And I'm not disrespecting any job. That's fine because even there they make a lot of money. I personally know women who do OnlyFans and who are strippers who make a lot more money than you could ever imagine. So as a result, they are being more successful than the men today. So why would they be with that man? What can that man provide them, right? That they don't already have. Sure, a naive like 19-year-old, 20-year-old, or 21-year-old, like a younger woman who's working as a, let's say, a barista or as a server, who doesn't like to do OnlyFans or stripping or anything like that, she probably will be staying with a guy who's making like decent money, right? Like the average man. But that won't last long because then eventually she will discover her value in society. She will discover that she can do so much better. So those relationships, they might start off well, sure, but they won't like last long. So what relationship lasts long? It is that relationship where you are the man in charge at all times. She looks up to you at all times. This is the role of a regular relationship, of a long lasting, successful relationship. The woman plays her feminine role, the man plays his masculine role. When the man tries to become feminine or the woman tries to become masculine, that's when the problems happen. So, in modern society, it is no longer okay to be an average man to get a long lasting relationship. The competition has just become that much more fierce. You have to acknowledge this reality. And like I said in my previous video, you have to put in the work to maximize your financial status, your social status, and your fitness. All these three things. Only then can you be a man of the caliber who is good enough to attract the women he wants. Because right now, what's happening is 99% of women are going after like 5% of men. So those 5% of the top men have all the options in the world. And when you hear women complaining about their exes cheating on them or they were so bad and mean, they're talking about these 5% of men. Because these 5% of men have so many options, why would they be loyal? They don't need to be loyal. They can get a new girlfriend every week, right? And by 5% of men, I'm talking about the millionaires. The millionaires, the six pack guys, and the guys who can just walk into a club and just talk to anyone. No problem, no fear. The fearless. They have like good fitness level. They're making good money. That's why they're the top 5%. And most people I see out there, when I go to dance events or clubs, nowhere close. They're nowhere close to being that. I personally say I'm also some ways away from there. I'm still making good money, yes, but I still have work to do. And the thing is, all of us have to put in the work to be at that level. We no longer live in an era where being average is okay. Being average right now is not okay, even though that is what the message society tells you. Society will tell you, right? If a woman like leaves you or doesn't respond back, then it's okay. It is her loss. Move on to the next one. And I'm like, why is she not? No, your mindset should never be that, oh, okay, she was not compatible or let's move on. No, you should be angry. You should question, why is she ignoring me? Why is she not responding me back? Because I promise you, she's blowing up some top guy's phone right now when she's ignoring you along with like 500 other guys. But she's blowing up the phone of that one guy who doesn't text her back at all, who is busy texting 500 other women. So you have to always question. You don't listen to society and then just move on. No, you have to like be that top percent of man that she blows up the phone off. You have to really have that motivation, to like, why is she not texting me? Why is she ignoring me? There's no way. I'm gonna prove to her that I'm the man worthy of being texted. Like worthy of her basically. So let that be your motivation, because I promise you, if you put in the work and be at that level, you will feel so much better. You will be so much satisfied with your dating life, with your social life, because every woman will want to be with you, every man will want to learn from you. So you will have this attention from everywhere, because no woman will want to be with a man who other women don't want and who other men don't respect. It is just how it is. It is like I'm gonna just like come to the conclusion of this video by saying that your takeaway from this is, please remember that it is no longer okay to be average in today's world. You really have to be extraordinary. This is the cold hard truth. Being average is not gonna get you anywhere in life. Even though everybody else will tell you it is okay, no problem, the right girl will find you. Even if that right girl finds you, you probably won't want to be with that girl, because would you want to be with a girl who only has the option of finding a man who is average? No, because that girl herself might be average, right? In looks and attraction, right? You probably don't want that. So unless you are willing to settle down, like just settle for a lower standard, then you really have to be extraordinary. And I promise you, it's gonna be difficult, tough, a tough journey, but you stick through it. We'll go watch my channel, all my videos for tips on how to get there. And soon I will like also release a program for one-on-one mentorship where I will uh, coach you personally how we maximize the three aspects of masculinity, finance, social, and fitness. So until then, watch my other videos, learn as much as you can from them, and always, always, always put in the work. You become the top dog, become the top 5% man, and just watch as how the world bends to you. You will then have the power to bend reality. That is a very powerful thing to have. And I wish you the best of luck in your journey, and I'm hoping to help you out along with it as well. Until then, next time.